Hey everyone, Cyclone here from CYCIEprodz on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube with your betting locks of the week in combat sports. Truth be told, last week was not a good week for me. I dropped to an 88% winning percentage, which, hey, honestly, it's still good, but it is what it is, as Max Holloway would say. So let's get into the locks, shall we? Let's start off in Yas Island with UFC 308 and a big important middleweight scrap between Robert Whittaker and the returning Khamzat Chimaev. Now, to me, it's hard to believe that Khamzat is favored in this fight. I mean, he's been away for a year. Now, true, he wasn't away for a year jerking around and jerking off, all right? The fact of the matter is, it's injuries with him, and you have to question it. Now, look, it's Wednesday, and you have to wonder if he's still going to make it to the cage with his past. But right now, he is. So that's going to be the lock of the week, and I'm going to break down right now why. He slipped to 12th in the rankings, if you like the rankings, if you believe in them, okay? But the fact of the matter is, Robert Whittaker is already 2-0 in 2024, so I think he should be favored. Now, is Khamzat the better overall athlete? Yes, he is. Especially with his kicking game and his ground game. I mean, those are the two things that are going to separate him from Robert Whittaker. But Robert Whittaker's boxing is still better. He still has lots of dynamite in his gloves. His chin is solid. He has the ability to cut the cage in half. And I think those are going to be factors in this fight. I think he's going to just tire Chimaev out. Now look, he's going to have to crush the space, because if he fights at range, Chimaev's just going to piece him apart and chew him up. So he's going to have to risk, himself getting clipped. He's going to have to take 2 or 3 shots to land some of his own. That's just a squirrel. Sorry, I got distracted there by a squirrel. But while the videos of Chimaev have been really good, there's a difference between training cardio and fight night cardio, and that's just the fact of the matter. Excuse me. I think the power of Whittaker and the ability for him to cut the cage off is going to tire Chimaev. Like I said, even though these looked really good in the videos, he's going to stop breathing with his mouth open, going to slow his pace down, and that's going to be like hitting fish in a barrel, ducks in a barrel, monkeys in a barrel, whatever the saying is for Robert Whittaker. Now, can Chimaev bring the fight to the ground? Yeah, I do. And unless the ground and pound is so significant where a ref has to step in, excuse me once again, and stop the fight, I don't see that happening. And making that a prediction is hard to do, right? I just think it's going to be too much talent coming at Chimaev for his first fight back. I wish Chimaev would have taken on someone lower down in the rankings than Robert Whittaker. It's his first time back. Take someone not in the rankings even. But this is going to be a bit much for Chimaev on his return. I think because it's not a 5-round fight, I think it goes to the scorecards. And I think Robert Whittaker takes a split decision win. Now, let's go to boxing, shall we? main event time, which I really, really, really like because both guys are southpaws. And as a lefty, that means it's going to be a good day for us southpaws. One of us is going to be successful. Jack Catterall and Regis Prograis. Now, look, this isn't part of the predictions. This is just me thinking out of the box. I think it's possible that the winner is next for Teofimo Lopez. I don't know. I'm not making this part of my prediction. I'm just saying I think it's a possibility. Okay? Now, Jack's on a 3-fight winning streak. Okay? All of his nagging injuries should be well healed by now. And Prograis is going to want to prove that he's still title worthy at his age, coming off of that unanimous decision loss to Pillow Hands Devin Haney. But he's going to put a high pace on Jack. Let's be honest about it. He throws lots of combos. I mean, he's a combo throwing machine. But I think that that's going to highlight Catterall's ability to counter-strike. Okay, and Jack's problems are simple. He plays to the level of his competition. So when it's a high-level opponent, Jack Catterall brings his A game. When his opponent is mediocre, mid-level, Jack tends to not show up. Now, Jack also has a tendency to have his gas tank burn out really quick. Okay, and once his cardio goes, he gets sloppy. Lots of swings and misses. A whole lot of holding. My God, it becomes like a hugging match. I don't know if that's going to be the case here because Prograis is high level. I think Jack's A game is going to show up this weekend. He does have a 2-inch reach advantage, which I don't know if it's going to play a huge advantage for him, but he's going to have to continue to stay behind his jab, which he does quite well. He's going to have to jab to the body and slow Regis down and slow that pace down. Then Jack will be able, to highlight his abilities. He throws a decent hook, which could be key in a fight. Again, anything to slow down the high pace of Regis Prograis. And his chin's going to have to hold up. The fact that Regis also keeps his hands low down, which opens up headshots, is going to be key. And like I said, when the talent is there, Jack shows up. So I think all these little things that are good about Regis Prograis are going to be a bigger advantage for Jack Catterall. Okay? And the only thing you got to worry about is, does his chin hold up and does his cardio hold up? And I think he is going to be so worried about the Boo Birds at home coming out. I think he's going to show up. I'm leaning towards a late stoppage for Jack Catterall. I think he can survive the pace that's going to be put on him. I like him to win by TKO round 10 or 11. So we have, as our locks, as our predictions, where you should put your shekels on: Robert Whittaker, split decision, Jack Catterall, late stoppage, 10th, 11th round. Leaning towards 11th. So there you have it. Those are the locks of the week. I'm going to need you guys to do me a favor, please. Pretty, please. I'm not above or below begging. Please, punch that subscribe button. Just punch it in the mouth. Hit that subscribe button. Costs you nothing. Helps me out. Like the video. Share the video. Got some other videos coming down the pike, so I guess really fast. Until those videos, this is Cyclone saying, peace out. Ooh, look, another squirrel. Peace out, homies.